Hello everyone and welcome to AdventureKyles. Today we're going to be playing Kingdoms and Castles Part 2. Now I'm playing this, or I'm choosing to play this one as opposed to like a old school RPG like we talked about in the last episode, because I'm going to try multitask today. As some of you may or may not know, I DM a game of DnD with a couple of friends of mine, and I am doing this questionnaire with them. So, in fact, that little ding that you just heard was one of them responding to one of the questions I put out. So, from time to time, I'm going to be looking at their answers and kind of responding and putting in questions. I guess I'll give some of the story along the way of what is going on. And it's kind of a brand new game, so you're not really missing out on anything. So whichever character I'm working with, I'll kind of explain what's going on with it for fun. Okay, so we're going to play this game here, and I'm going to pick up exactly where we left off. So we just recently got invaded by Viking barbarian monster people that were mean and carted away some of our treasured citizens. And I'm going to put the volume and stuff back up. This was about there. That was all the way up. Alright. So, assuming that nothing else goes bad, then we're good. Okay. So, looks like everything is set for the moment. We're gonna build up some of our food stocks though, because we're pretty low on everything. I'm already feeling like this is gonna be really hard to multitask. So it looks like the first character that I'm working with, I don't actually know his name yet. Let me ask real quick. So what is your character's name? And I'll pretend like I you know, just forgot, and like as if I knew it at one point, and by saying again. So what is your character's name again? Alright, and I can still see the chat, so you guys know. The beautiful thing about Android and Facebook is that the Facebook Messenger kind of brings up a little bubble chat that just kind of sits on top of the screen. I'm being invaded again. Oh crap, I'm not ready. Oh gosh. Okay. Towers. Lots of towers here. All towers there. All of them will go there. Please build towers. This is not gonna go well. Where are they coming from this time? Ooh, over there. Oh, good. I'm not prepared there either. But I'm more prepared on that side than before. I have towers over there. And if these get built in time, which I doubt that they will, but if they do, then I'll at least have something to fight back with. Let's pretend. Alright. Anyway. I don't know if I want to put tons and tons of towers, because there's other things, the ballista towers for later. I do need to build the Chamber of War, I think, before too long. It's interesting how quickly, and I told you guys that as soon as I start building castle walls and that sort of thing, now I'm going to get invaded, and dragons, and bad things. I feel like there's a line of code somewhere that says, if player has castle walls, then this. So, I feel like I've kind of brought this upon myself. Oh no, don't tell me they're just gonna... They can go through the trees. Oh, I was not expecting that. Stop stealing my peoples. I need my peoples. I'm protected on two sides, and you go on the one side that I'm not protected at. Of course. Not fully staffed. What was that? The treasure room? No, that was the library. Oh, of course. Of course, the first thing that goes are the books. The books are the first thing that they burn. Alright. Well... Oh, look at that. We're firing back. We're fighting back. Alright, maybe we'll actually be able to do something about this. How many people do these things work? Oh, 2 people at a time. Oh boy. And I feel like those have 0. Of course they do. Alright, so I need more houses. Everything's on fire. This is not a good way to begin the episode. Everything's just crashing and burning. Oh, man. Okay, town square's gone. The library's gone. Some of these houses are going to be gone very quickly too, unfortunately. Well, at least we're fighting back. Yermo. Okay, so the character, or oh, not Yermo. Let's go with Yermo. He wanted to make his character named Teemo. I'm like, you're not being Teemo. You're not being Teemo from League of Legends. Oh no, thank you. Oh, Alright, well, I'll have to hash that out with him later, because I don't want him to be a Teemo. I feel like it's a little bit of a cop-out to try and just be like, I'm Teemo from League of Legends. Yeah, that's the thing, though. Every character, every person wants to be something different, and I as much as I want him to be what he wants to be, I also feel like, you know, that's a bit of a cop-out answer. It's like, I'm Teemo. That's not really your character, man. It's not your thing. That's someone else made that up. Alright. So, let's see. I've got archer towers built, but I'm also running out of... I need houses, actually, before I run out of people who want to work for me. So we can build manors now. Oh, that's great. Okay. Maybe this house being demolished here was slightly a blessing in disguise. Because at least with this one, I can replace that with a cottage. And does it matter which way I have it facing? I think that... Can I... How do I... Oh, yeah. I have to remember how to do some things here. Yeah? Okay, that's good. I just want to make sure the door was facing the right side. Still not sure if that actually matters, but, you know, whatever. So town square is gone. Great. Needed that, unfortunately. And there's the library that's also gone. Okay. So, as soon as that's rebuilt... I'm also probably going to demolish this house. I'm sorry, we're upgrading everybody, okay? You're getting, it's like getting a free flight upgrade, except you have to build it yourself. I'm trying to give him a compromise. I'm saying, how about he goes by Guillermo, but he is actually named, or no, he goes by Teemo, but he's actually named Guillermo. I think that'd be, that's a nice compromise, right? He can still call himself what he wants, but he's, you know, actually named that. That way he's a, you know, distinct character. Good day, sire. Sire, we have new construction, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. I know that I love the military advisor. The military advisor has said pretty much nothing this entire time. Just good day. Alright, great. These are being built, right? These are important projects. More important than anything else going on at the moment, I would say. Probably. Let's see. What else we got? There's a... I'm talking to 6 different people at once. Just keep that in mind. At least I'm trying to, anyway. It's probably not going to work out the way I hope. Whatever. Let's see what else. Because I sent out the request for everybody, like asking them if they're ready for me to go through this kind of questionnaire with them. And the first question that I always ask is, what did your adventurer, or what did your character do before they were an adventurer? Because I want to get an idea of like what their character's interests or what their profession was before they started doing the game. Because then you can kind of tie in elements, like, you know, you remember from your days as a miner insert mineral here, that this has a certain property to it, and that the mine might not be stable that you're in, and, you know, you can list off all these different things that they're, you know, capable of doing, just from their background. Are these being built yet? No. Why not? Is it because I just don't have enough people? Unhappy, whatever. Okay, people are unhappy. Well, our happiness is 0. That's pretty horrendous, actually. Why is the happiness 0? There's some red here. What's that about? Oh, because it's not even complete, so why would that... Okay. That doesn't count. Where can I cut corners here? I'm gonna close all these archer things here, because that's where our workers are hiding. I've just realized. So that will spur production of buildings and get us back on track, hopefully. And I'll just close them, you know, I'll open them back up once the barbarians or whatever invade again. That'll help, I think. Alright. Cool. Look at him go. It's, you know, I love games like this because it's like having like a digital ant farm in a way. Because you can kind of, but on one that you can actually kind of micromanage, which is what's so great about it. Ooh, idle person, chop wood, please. Thank you. So that gives us one building there, done. We have more beds than people now, that's good. And this one's almost done, so that means we're going to be back on track. So that's good. Very good, even. So we got to build the town square again, for reasons I don't remember why we needed it. And this time I'll try to face it the correct way, so the banner's facing us. And then we also have to build the library again, which has... Where's the door opening on this one? Right there. Perfect. Good. Alright, things are almost back to normal. We've upgraded 3rd Street a little bit, you know, 1st and 3rd, right? And then, I guess we'll call this 2nd Street, because these are not really streets. These are like, I don't know, this is like a big square, almost. I'm gonna ask him to table that for now. Alright, so now I'm gonna start asking him questions relating to his character, like how he got started. Like where did he, what was the thing that drove him to be an adventurer? So let me ask him. What was it? Oh, good, he agreed. Yes, okay. Minor victory for the DM. Just, oh, gotta love those small victories. Okay. What is it that drove your character, to abandon his life style of all things, cobalt mining? He said he wanted to be a cobalt miner, and I don't know why. He originally said he wanted to be a cobalt miner on the fire plane, but I kind of wanted him to ease back a little bit on the ridiculousness of the story and say, maybe just start on Earth. Yeah, that's a good start, right? And how about we just cobalt mine on Earth? There's cobalt on Earth, right? So let's ask him that. What drove him to abandon his lifestyle of being a cobalt miner? Cobalt miner. Cobalt is a metallic element, for those of you who are unaware of that. Don't really know what that has to do with anything, because I don't know the properties of cobalt, but, you know, I'm a geologist, not a chemist, or an element scientist. It's a hard life mining cobalt. Really? Oh, boy. Can't wait to see what his explanation is for, leaving. Oh, that's it. Not sure how to respond to that if that's his full story. I mean, it's a hard life mining cobalt. Yeah, I guess. Oh, here we go, more. And the people are mean. Who was mean to you, and why was he mean? The cobalt infused me with desire for energy and power. Power in all caps. You can tell what kind of party this is. They're an evil party, mostly. I think there's like 1 or 2 people who are good or neutral, and then the rest of them are evil. There's 6 people total, so... it's going to be an interesting dynamic, because usually it's okay to do all evil. It just means that you change what your enemies are. You're not fighting necessarily evil undead liches. I mean, you could. Or evil, you know, orc peoples or whatever. Now you're trying to work against society's fabric. It's raining. Let's see. He's still typing here, so we'll see what else he has. Check the chat here. Okay. Messing up the typing. Okay. Alright, so they've completed all the projects, except that got burned down again. Why did that burn down again? Come on, people. Come on. This is not rocket science. Well, apparently it is, but we'll try again. 3rd time's the charm for building a town square, in my opinion, I guess. Alright. I think he might have just had some text sitting in his box, so I'm gonna ask the next question of who was mean to you and why? What drove them to be mean to you? Alright, complete that little section of wall. I have to actually fill this all in. I didn't realize that, so I do have to get rid of all these trees eventually. In which case, I'll probably just build out to the water here, and kind of do more... I don't know, what more do I need? I need a church, I guess. A church, a hospital, whatever this thing is. Guardian of the forest and all of its creatures. Jeez, that's a huge statue. Wish I had a statue. Especially one that cool. Alright. The peasants are unhappy. It took too long to harvest. Okay, everything got wasted. I'm waiting for dragons. So I know that there are dragons. I know there are Vikings. I'm not sure what else could be in store for us in this kind of game here in terms of like what the different enemies are. And if this kind of pans out, like if it comes to like a head where I'm like, there's not much else to do. Everything's on fire again. Why is that on fire? And why is nobody doing anything about it? Oh, you gotta be kidding. Everything's on fire. I think fires are the biggest enemy in this. It's not even the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings did some damage, but, you know, then they went away. The fires are just kind of rampant and almost constant at this point. So please don't catch fire on everything else. They put out 2 of the archer towers. It looks like 1 more, and also a forest is on fire. Oh gosh. I've got to figure this out. Alright. What else? Okay, everything's out except for the 1. That's good. Alright, that's good. I mean, we're doing okay, you know. Nothing to worry about yet. It's okay. It's okay. I should build a second quarry. I keep saying that, and I just don't do it. Now it's time to do it. So build a second quarry there, and I'll rotate it. Can't rotate it. Oh, interesting. I can build another one there, so I can build 3 of them. And then let's build just some roads. Some roads. Get rid of that. That and that. And then we're going to reconnect the town to these roads here. So if that's there, okay, 1 out from there, perfect. That should do it. Okay. A very powerful wizard was mean to me. He was some sort of shadow wizard. He appeared before me and showed me that what I could have while I was wasting away in the mines. Congratulations! I'm now a burgeoning town. 100 souls to look to for leadership. So what does that mean? Oh, a moat? I can add more? Wait, could I have always built the moat? I'm not actually sure. Is there more? I want to know if it like upgrades the stuff that you can build. I haven't built any bakers or markets yet, so I think a moat might have been the only thing, if that even. I'm not sure. I've got an iron mine. Yeah, I got everything else. I just need to. I'll build a bigger stockpile next, I think. Because I've got, well, actually I've got the large stockpile, right? Is that the large one? Yeah, there's smaller ones which take up only 1 square. Interesting. Oh, hold on. He put me on the path to power. I left my 4 cats behind and began my ascension. Okay, so his character is a sorcerer of sorts, and he likes fire. So, you know, I've dealt with a lot of characters like this before where, like, they are one-trick ponies. They have, like, what is with that line of clouds? Why is it shifting like that, too? I mean, I can get rid of it, but is it truly just a line? Well, it's gone now. Okay, that was weird. Random rock formation, or cloud formation. Alright, so we've kind of got like a basic story for his character, at least I would say the semblance of one. Arguably, this guy is the most difficult to work with in terms of the stuff that I expect from him. Let's see. Oh, stone deposit probably support 2 quarries. Okay, that's, I think, not a bad thing. I'm okay with that. There we go. Now we just have a full connection there. And then I can build a mine over here, iron, right? Yeah, perfect. Now we'll have plenty of iron, and we already got some, but plenty of stone and iron, more importantly. I got all the above. I need to build another well, I think. Well, what do we have here? These guys don't have any access to water either, so kind of important, I would say. Let's build the well. Let's see, does that cover... Okay, that does cover that one house in the corner over here, so that should be okay. Let's build that. There we go. 2 wells. And they're on opposite sides. I like some symmetry in the stuff that I build, you know. That kid's screaming out there going, ah! I think. Okay. There's a lot of little kids on my street, so, you know, they're goofy. Goofy kids. Is the thing backwards still? Yeah, it's still backwards on the sign, so it has nothing to do with the way that you place it. Interesting, I would say. Okay, I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna move on. There's a slight bug to your game, developer. Just gonna point that out there. Your banner on the town square is backwards. It's reversed. Alright, and I don't know why that is either. I mean, like, maybe you just put it on backwards when you were making the static mesh. Like, you attached it backwards and you didn't know. I could see that. I could see that. But it is definitely backwards. Oh, did someone just die? Oh, a terrible plague has swept through the land and made some people ill. Oh. Oh, crap. Oh, I need a hospital. Right. Gotta build a hospital. Need wood, unfortunately. Okay. Well, chopping wood. Get rid of more trees. Don't need them. They're just in the way of my greatness. And, no. Not now. Oh, you suck so bad. Oh, God, I hate this game. Oh, it's driving me crazy. Okay, that's probably good enough for... everybody's gonna die. Everybody's gonna die. This is a dragon we're talking about. Come on. Deal some damage. Someone do some damage. Scared away. Scared away. Scared away. Don't. No. Yeah, take some damage. Yeah. Yeah. 21 peasants have died of plague. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. We are short-handed and short-staffed now. Okay. Oh, he's burning all my people. Well, luckily I just built a well here, so assuming that none of my people get char-broiled into burgers, you know, human burgers, Soylent Green burgers, it should be okay, right? Right? He's just gonna keep burning us. I mean, I got a couple of archers going, but somehow I feel like that's not much for a dragon to deal with, to be honest. How much health does this guy have? Can I look at it? I don't think I can. Huh. Get him with those arrows. Alright, he's leaving now. He's getting out of there. He's getting out of my life. And he's done his damage, you know. I think he killed another 2 people, maybe. I'm not quite sure. We'll get some of them back as the time builds on over here, so... that was kind of fun, though, and interesting. And also slightly and entirely annoying. Oh, it burned the road to death. Wow. Nicely done. There we go. And by nicely done, I mean curse you for your ability to smash things. That's the first time I had a road destroyed, I think. He can literally just break me down to, like, you know, the terrain. Alright. At least the Vikings and stuff don't target roads. I'd actually say that it was relatively mild, but I'm gonna point out that we had the second well there, so that might have made all the difference. That's another place where people can get water from. Otherwise, I would have had to run out to this water over here, you know, for a source to pour. All right, I can close these now. That frees up some more workers. Ah, gosh, I still don't have enough workers. Plenty of food, though. Food's good. I asked if his character likes cats. He had 4 of them. I imagine that's a yes, but, you know, just gotta cover all the bases. Oh, look at that. It's, oh, I can just speak into this. And it's not, okay, well, it's not working properly anyway, so who cares? I accidentally hit the little microphone thing on the text thing, so hopefully it doesn't pick up any more of my words is. Not like it would be able to translate what I was saying anyway. No, which is why I left them behind. Okay. So, okay, so he was a miner for Cobalt. Did your character have any friends working in the mine with him? I just want to know, I want to figure out who he associated with and why. Why was he friendly to this person? If there's any person. He's gonna make up something, like, yeah, there's a guy named Billy McBillyson, and, you know, no. maybe no. He might even just say no, because, he wants to have a reason to have left the mine and to, not deal with anybody. Oh, God, what the fires? There's so many fires. So many fires. Oh, my gosh. And this road still isn't rebuilt. It's waiting for 1 lumber. Alright. At least they're handling that, more or less. I'm gonna have to build another well out here, I think, too. I think wells are, like, the most important resource to have out here. Okay. Great Hall. Eat grand meals over here. No, I need this, I think, for ballistas. Our treasure room is still standing, which is good. Chamber of War. Where can I put that? Over here, but I need to clear out more rock and wood and crap. Chop, chop, chop. And then I'm gonna build some castle blocks here to prevent the foresters from filling it in again with more stupid trees. There are so many trees! I'm making like the Great Wall of China over here. Alright, he's not responding yet, which tells me he's thinking about it. This is good. I like this. Because so far he's tried to reference a character that I had as in a D&D game, saying that he was somehow connected to it. He's not the most creative, and so he tries to get by creativity by referencing things. Unfortunately for him, he and I kind of know more or less the same references, because he got me into reading a bunch of books and series and things like that, so... Terrible plague again. God, these plagues are like the worst. I need more people. Only 3 found a satisfactory home and decided to stay to serve you. What's wrong with the other homes? They're all okay. And still that road's not built. Unbelievable, the amount of laziness in this town. Alright. I gotta build the hospital somewhere. The sooner the better, like, honestly. And it looks like these are all getting built. This is not anymore. I guess the person who had plague died. God, I'm losing people like crazy. I know it'll eventually start rebuilding itself. I know it'll happen. It's just a matter of how to get there, you know? How long is it before the barbarians attack again? How long before the next fire? How long before the next dragon attack? It's a uphill battle. Hello, Lord Grimm. Any Subnautica tonight? P.S. The Warpers can talk, I think. You need to feed the reef, the reef back. Oh, yeah, I gotta feed the pet reef back. Yeah, I will do that. I still can't believe that we managed to do that. I wanna know what else we can trap now that we've done that. I wanna know. I don't think I can trap any of the bigger, like, I mean, the scarier monsters, like the sharks and things. But I want to get like an aquarium going with a bunch of those manatee things and I don't know, whatever else I can get a hold of. But I mean, what else is there really besides manatees and reefbacks that are like not going to eat my face? Because you know, that's the thing. Like the other ones are all they just kind of mosey along, but the ones that want to eat you, they'll chase you, so you can't by definition, you're unable to contain them because they will just follow you out directly. And they're just as fast as you are, if not faster. So, that's a tough one. Hello, Cisco team. How's it going? I've got the chat up. I'm actually looking. I'm trying. Oh, another fire. What's? This is way worse than Banished. In terms of like, I think the sustain. I'm losing population every day here almost, or every year. Year 53 though. We've been at this for a while. When it gets to year like 100, I'll probably be done with the game. I assume at that point, unless. I mean, I can't really think of much else to do other than to clear out the forest here, build, like, the hospital and some of these other things. I need to build a chamber of war so I can get the ballista and the barracks. Train villagers into soldiers, and then, oh, a general can recruit them. Is this a multiplayer game? Oh, I have to find out. Okay, hold on. Let me save real quick. I'm gonna save over, I don't know, this one. I just want to see something. We're gonna go to the main menu. What was that? What was that? Did something explode? Did I lose something? Oh, I lost an orchard. Oh, you suck. Alright. Oh my gosh. Well, at least it's one less building for people to work on. We don't need food right now. We got plenty of that. In fact, I'm gonna close some of these other ones that have some workers in it for just a little bit. I need to get these projects going again. There we go. We're just gonna run on like these two little farms for a second. Okay. Ah, the next person. All right. This one, his name is oh gosh, something the Decimator. Godriak the Decimator. That's right. He's a towering half-orc barbarian who worked in a circus. And was the smasher of smashers. Oh, he hurt his back really bad? Oh, man. Oh, man, that sucks. He hurt his lower back. I don't know if he's going to make it tomorrow. Oh, well, you know... I'm not gonna try and dissuade him out of resting and taking care of himself, you know. There's no way that I do anything like that. Also, my orchard's on fire. Good thing nobody's working there. I need a well out here, I think. That's what I need. I think I need a well out here. Not that it's gonna help me at this point, I suppose. Oh, gosh. I mean, look at that. They're all just kind of running and doing their own thing here, but I'm gonna build another well right there, just because that seems like the fair thing to do. I know that I could have put another orchard there, but that's unimportant. There's so much more land for the orchards. That's fine. Okay, that one's out. Good. Oh my God, they didn't actually lose. Unbelievable. I'm gonna ask him. Just let me know. How you feel in the morning. Like, put on an ice pack, like, I sympathize with anybody who has lower back pain because I kind of, more or less, it's not chronic. I wouldn't say that it's like, I mean, it's something I've always kind of dealt with, but it's not like, something I'm always dealing with. It just flares up once in a while, you get, like, you have a long day of doing whatever, for example, we were smashing cabinets and that sort of thing, or not cabinets, countertops, like 2 days ago, and that started getting to my back, like, towards the end of the project. Same thing with, sanding and that sort of thing. Anything that requires me to bend over or, like, sit in, like, a weird position, for long periods of time, hunched over stuff, then that's when it gets to me. Even just doing puzzles with my 90-year-old grandmother. I visit her once a week, and I do puzzles with her whenever I go. And after about like 2 hours of that, which is about my limit for how long I do it anyway, that's when I start going, okay, Grandma, I gotta go. Like, my back hurts, and so, I've always kind of dealt with it. It'll be okay. All right. Godriak the Decimator. How do you spell Godriak? Godriak the Decimator. Decimator. So I told him, like, you know, take it easy, but tell me the story of Godriak the Decimator, the half-orc barbarian who worked in a carnival as a strongman, and, you know, I kind of want to just kind of get him to reiterate some of this stuff and see if he puts his own little flavor on it, because part of it was just the game kind of happening to him. I asked him when he joined to, like, come up with a reason why you would be at a carnival, and this is what he came up with. So I want to see if he can expand on that a little bit. We'll see what happens. Let me check the chat. What's this game about? This is a Dungeons & Dragons D&D game. It's Pathfinder, actually, so it's not really Dungeons & Dragons, but it's pretty much its best friend. And it's the open source free version of it, so I'm happy about that. The well's built. These things are always on fire. Don't light everything on fire. Please do not do that. Let's see, I've got Monty back here. He had no friends working the mine. I feel like he's a murder hobo type. For those of you that don't know, murder hobos are people that have no land, no family, no ties to anything, and they go roaming the land in search of people to kill and loot and take their stuff. That's a murder hobo. They're drifters who go on murder sprees for treasure, you know. And I feel like that's where he's going with this character, and I really don't want him to do that because it's not very fun. And it has consequences too. Like, if you go into a town, you're just like, I try to steal stuff and I try to murder people. Eventually, you're going to get caught. Eventually, things are going to happen, and your character will be destroyed. So it's a bridge to nowhere. You know, it doesn't really help in any way. Cut down all these little trees. I just need to get to the ocean here, and just that way, if they land on this side of the peninsula here, they have to go through that gate. That'll be a good start. Plus, I need more wood, I think. Oh, no, I don't. I have plenty. I have plenty of everything, basically, at this point. Wow. Wow, I have a lot of stuff. Okay, let's do some rock removal. How about that? Huh? Maybe think about that. Tools. I need more tools. Oh, God, that means more blacksmiths. One armament. Oh, I don't want him to produce armor. I just want him to make tools. Armaments. I didn't realize it's producing both. Okay. So I'm asking if his character has any friends or anything at all. Like, any ties to anybody? I want to make sure he's not doing murder hobo. Alright. Let's see. I don't know. Symmetry is something I'm obsessed with, so... The Godric the Decimator guy is asking, like, from birth? Nah. Let's start with... Let's see. Let's start with, how he became an adventurer. Oh, no. How he joined the circus. How about that? Why did he do it? And... is he okay with leaving it behind? Because in the game that we had, the session that we had, he did leave the circus to go on this adventure. So I'm kind of curious to see how he feels about that. Alright. If I bring this wall over here, will it connect to that library? I'm kind of curious. It's an idea. We'll think about that and try it. I have 0... Oh, our population's gone up a little bit. That's good. But our trying to bring the chat back here. This game... Okay, so if you're talking about this game here, it's a castle simulator, and there's dragons and Vikings and lightning and fire, and it's just, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, you'll see, you know, it picks up pretty easy. It's a very easy game to play, and for that reason I'm playing it at the same time trying to do this preparation stuff for tomorrow. because I was so busy with all this renovation and all these other things that going on that I can't, you know, put in the time that I would like to for this other stuff. So plus, you know, work and anyway, life is busy. Tavern. Oh, we gotta have a tavern somewhere. Is that a 2-square building? I think it's a 2-square building. Okay, so where can I put that? Over here looked pretty nice, actually. You want that, like, at the entrance to the town, right? Is that the front? No, that's the back of the building. Oh, that's the entrance right there. Oh, it fits, though. Perfect. That's great. I love it. That is going to be the place of the, So, is there not trying to be rude, is there Subnautica? Tonight, I could not, I don't think I have enough time because it's already so late and, I got so much other stuff to do after this. So I will, oh, we're running out of food because we turned off all of our farms like idiots. Everybody's starving. I'm such a bad king. I'm the worst king ever. Alright, so we opened up the farms again. That should at least get something going here. Gosh, how much charcoal do we have? 0, of course. So I don't have enough charcoal either. Which, it's okay. And the next mine over, where they mined brimstone. Okay. Where are you going with this? Curious. Vikings invading. Wait, what? No. Oh! Okay, well, it's on this side. So, if I complete this wall in time, which I won't, they'll be forced to go around through the gate, probably, maybe. I hope. Please. Somehow I don't think it's going to work that way. But I will try. Here they come. Oh, it's not going to work out at all. They're going to totally ruin everything and kill more people and cart more people away. Ugh. Our peasants despair. 1 peasant has left the kingdom. This is not good. Alright, so there's another person now who's officially answering the questionnaire, and his character is an undead wizard, in a way. Like, he's got, like, a interesting template, where his character's, like, half living, half dead, so, like, healing stuff doesn't work on him. He has to actually be using, like, negative healing. Like, this is an anti-thing, it's called Inflict, and he has to use that to heal himself. These guys are just ruining the library again. I mean, gosh, jeez. You guys hate books. I understand barbarians and stuff like that aren't literate, but this is getting a little ridiculous. God, they're gonna burn the treasury too? Well, no. The town square can go. That's just a given, I think, at this point. Everybody's trying to save it, but they're all starving to death, so there's that. Look at that. All those bread things means people are starving. This is great. How do I get this messaging thing to go away? Okay, there we go. Alright. It's 11:16 to you. Wow. Alright, well, I'll see you later, Lord Grimm. I'll do more Subnautica soon, don't you worry. Alright. Hey, why are you red? What does that mean? Are you dying of starvation right now? I'm trying to see... Can I click on you? Starving. My house has no food. Well, I'm sorry. Wish I could help you there. These guys are working as hard as they can to bring food back to the realm. Honestly, I can probably close these mining things right now because we don't need any stone. We've got way too much of that. And I would even say close these out too. We don't need any iron either. So get that out of there. So we've turned off our industry. Now we're just focused entirely on agriculture because that is basically what we need right now is food. And I need to build another farm, I think, on top of that. Just to kind of get things spurring along. Oh, they're still chasing my people. Or no, they're carting these people away. Hey, they can cross water? Or are they just going on the edge of a tile? No, they can cross water. That changes everything. There goes that plan. Oh, man. Okay, maybe it's because it's that light blue color. That's no good. That's not good. Can I build the castle block out on water? Probably not. What's my Google email? You need to email it? Okay, so this guy, the one with the undead wizard, is a bit of he's a completionist kind of thing. Like he goes all out with these kind of things. So I'm kind of curious to see what he has to do or say. Flip that house around. There we go. Another one burned down, right? Of course. Anything else burned down? No. God, people are dying of starvation now. Still 0 food in the coffers. This is not going well. I just can't get a break. It's just not working. It's easier. Okay, he probably already has a document printed. That's probably why. Alright, I'll give him my personal email. Wouldn't you like to know, those of you watching? There we go. Alright, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so yeah, people are saying they want me to do Subnautica. I guess people aren't really a fan of this game. They want me to do Subnautica and Skyrim. So I think I'll probably end up having to switch to that. I mean, oh boy. I wasn't planning on doing that. I don't have anything prepared for it at this point. That's the thing about Subnautica is like, I was planning, I guess I could just cheat live again. Just, type in stuff, but I hate doing that, and I don't know why. It just kind of goes against everything that I like about games, like having to just constantly type in cheats, It's like, playing The Sims. Like, anybody who's played The Sims and cheated might be able to relate to this a little bit. Just constantly having to type in the Rosebud or call my cousin Vinny cheat or whatever. Like, there was all these different cheats that you could do with, like, the original Sims game. And all of them did, money and power and that sort of thing. And you do that for a while, and then suddenly, after, like, an hour or so, the game just stops being fun. Like, now it's just like, what can I do this? Can I do that? And you're like, you're working on all these possibilities. And just somewhere along the way, it stops being fun. And I get that feeling with Subnautica. The more that I cheat, the less that I have fun with it. But I don't want to make you guys watch me do all the mining, because I'm so tired of scavenging for materials. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. I'm darned if I do, darned if I don't. So, have fun. Oh, he sent it. Oh, he sent it. Okay, his character's name is Palladus. Interesting. Everybody's messaging me now. Oh. Okay, here we go. Here's a story for you guys. He actually wrote it out. Wow. Okay. It's like a paragraph or so. Like 2 paragraphs, actually. All right. I'm gonna narrate this one. I'm gonna try my best here. Born. There's quotations around that. Born from a vampire mother. It is not known how this could be possible, to breathe life into an undead form. His mother was a sorceress in life, and when she was turned, her powers did as well. No longer did they speak with fire, flame, and destruction. She whispered cold death to all those who crossed her path. Wait, Palladus is a girl? Okay, whatever. However, she heard the faint sounds of hoof steps and shadows that do not appear from any natural cause. He's his grammar needs a little work, it's fine. Let's see. The whisper she heard seething from the darkness started to infect her mind. Slowly the whispers formed a name. Palladus. When she found when she found herself pregnant, she knew that it was powerful magic that caused it. She searched out an oracle to divine what or who caused this. Only 2 words could be discerned, but that was enough to discover the power that had caused this. Pale Rider were the 2 words. She also knew this deity as the 4th horseman. The 4th horseman, okay. The oldest of the horsemen, and the only true horseman. After Palladus was born, it was clear of his destiny. His strength, dexterity, and affinity for magic were beyond equal for his age. He was born of death and grew from it. His powers were cold and dark, just as his mother's. However, using them on living creatures turned the meat plagued with dark magic. Unfit for oh, I can play with that. Playing, you know, with the whole like ruining foods and that sort of thing. Is my kingdom okay? I put it on autopilot for a minute there. It looks like it's okay. We're not rebounding. Our happiness is pretty much 0. But, you know, I've allocated the resources properly, I think, at this point. It's just got to build up that food supply again. So, which means you need people, mining, and that sort of thing. I can't close that. Wait, if I turn the tax rate to 0, does that mean the workers go away? No? Okay. Anyway. Just gotta put the tax rate at 1. Actually, I'll put it back at 0. I need happiness so that these people can come back. Alright. Let's see. However, using them on living creatures turned the meat plagued with dark magic. So if he casts spells on people, it's gonna cause problems. So it'll be fun. Unfit for consumption, he learned to use a crossbow with considerable skill, though he preferred using his powers when he could. The voices always called to him, commanding him to take the life of those who were undeserving. The weak, unskilled, elderly, and sick all called to him. He could exercise restraint through his training as a sorcerer, but still they called to him. Okay, repetition, repetition, repetition. He then set out to seek his dark destiny. That's a fantastic story. In its own kind of silly, unique way. I love it. Alright, oh, and also the shaman of the group. I've got a very unbalanced party. So usually when you play these kind of games, you have a wizard, one wizard, a rogue, one rogue, a fighter, you could have more than one of those, and a cleric, right? Those are the 4 main things. I have 6 people, right? So get this. I've got 2 sorcerers. And these 2 are best friends, so I kind of figured they'd pick the same class because they want to do the same things and all that kind of stuff. They just have, it's like they're twins. It's weird. And that's the murder hobo guy that I was talking about, and also the guy's story who I just read. Those 2. And then I've got 2 rogues, a ninja and an actual rogue. The ninja is obsessed with trying to poison people and use smoke bombs. He's also kind of a murder hobo-y type. And then the other rogue is actually like trying to be a good rogue, so good job. And then I got a shaman, who is also an arcane caster of some sort. Like they cast magic spells and they don't heal. I've repurposed the class to allow for healing and that sort of stuff, just because I was so desperate to get them to have a healer, because they're not going to make it, 10 feet without something like that. And then they have a barbarian, so there's their fighter, right? So it's so lopsided towards having magic spells and that sort of thing, which is unfortunate because they need healing above all else. It's okay to have 2 rogues. It's a little overkill, I guess, in my opinion. Anyway, let's see. So what questions should I ask the guy after his story that he just had? Can I put this away now? There we go. I want to get the chat back up. Okay, cool. All right, so I don't know what's going on with the castle here. Anything new? We're running out of people. Happiness is way up on the rise. That's good. Not everyone has access to a church or library. Well, sometimes you just can't get what you want because... Wait, why is that such a far-reaching... Oh, I get it. That one house there doesn't have access to literacy. We talked about this earlier, I think. It just seems so weird. Like, it doesn't seem... It seems lopsided to me, you know what I mean? Like, it's like elongated in one direction here. Like that, and not so much this way. Weird, weird, weird. Okay. Anyway. Peasants starving, people are unhappy, Vikings are coming. Let's fortify as best we can. I'd love to. I would love to do all those things. But I can't get enough people to work on any one thing. They're working on basically just food right now to keep people from starving. And there are still people starving. I don't understand it. So yeah, I'm doing my best here to try and keep things alive, people running. I got plenty of tools now, so I can remove some of more of these rocks, these big old bouldery things. These don't have any purpose here. Here we go. So get rid of those 3, and that's it. Rock control on all of these actually would be nice. Do they get stone for these things, or waiting for stuff? Oh, complete removal. Oh, I have to actually click it to do it. Oh, okay. Good to know. That's 1 down, like 20 million more to go, especially these ones over here. Actually, I should have got rid of those so I can just complete that up, but it's not a big deal. Okay. So what's this next story here? Okay, so this is the shaman story. She says, I envisioned that my parents were both shamans, and as a kid I was already being trained to follow in their footsteps. When I was 9, we were traveling far away from our home, and my parents were killed in some sort of supernatural event that I couldn't comprehend. We'll have to develop that and figure out what that might have been. I found my way to the town where our story started and was raised by a cleric woman, hence my extra knowledge of healing. Yes, thank you for incorporating that. Oh, perfect. This is the perfect like role player, okay? It's amazing to me, by the way, that all the female members of this party, the female people, you know, in this group, are the best role players. Like they have the most fun with the story elements of the game, whereas all the guys are like, I want to kill things, like it's just, it drives me crazy that they all want to be murder hobos. Except for Godriak the Decimator. He's having a legitimate time, but he's also a first-time player of the game, so he hasn't been corrupted by the other ones yet. So I'm going to try and prevent that from happening by making this less about murder hobos. Because I played games like that before, where it's like, oh, everyone's just going around killing people for XP. Let's try to level up to 20, and that sort of thing. It's terrible. It's not very fun. It gets really stale really fast, and then people stop wanting to show up, you know. And especially fist fights and things like that break out. I've literally had that happen at a D&D game. And you would think that, you know, a bunch of smart people who get together... Is that house on fire? No. Okay, that's just smoke from the chimney. A bunch of smart people who get together and are just playing a game, it'd be pretty civil. But sometimes, I tell you, when you get the wrong people together in the wrong room at the wrong time, it can cause all kinds of craziness. And thankfully I was not responsible or did not partake in any of that stuff for that particular fight, or any other fight really. I'm not confrontational. I don't like confronting people, and I get severely annoyed when I have to intervene for that sort of thing because it's stupid. It's very immature stuff, you know. It's like, come on, grow up a little bit. We're playing a game, right? That sort of thing. All right. Let's see. The rest of the story. Overall, though, I rejected my magical gifts for many years because of the death of my parents. Right, the magical, incomprehensible supernatural thing. Did I hear something? Are there Vikings? Are there Vikings? No. Say it ain't so. No? Okay, I thought I heard Vikings. Okay, guess not. Maybe I'm hearing stuff outside. Instead, I learned a trade from an old rogue in the town, carpentry. Carpentry, okay. That's a interesting left turn. Let's see. Only in the few years leading up to our story did I begin to re-embrace my true roots. Ah, so that's why she's back to level 1. Perfect. That's why she's at level 1. Perfect. Let's see. This is great. This is great. As a result of this, my general demeanor is headstrong and independent, but I am mostly out for myself first. But I'm loyal to the people who have earned it. Earned it? Oh, earned my trust, I'm assuming. Like the townspeople who raised me. So she's got kind of a connection to the town then that they're at. That's perfect. This is good. Good stuff. This is workable. Not, I worked in a mine, and I don't have any friends. I hated everybody. I left, and some magical wizard guy showed up one day and told me that I have great power, or I should have great power, and now I'm gonna go do that. You know, that's fine. I can't tell them no. And the only reason I'm telling you guys is because I know none of them watch this channel. There's no way any of them watch this channel. Because I don't tell my friends about this channel. I don't tell family, friends, any of that stuff. I try to keep it as far away from them as possible, with the exception of my cousins, obviously, and my brother. But it's just because there's no real reason to bring that in. I feel like if I ever get to a point where I start making something out of this channel, then I might bring it up to him and be like, hey, come on, help out, let's have some fun, make this a thing for me. But I'm not really aiming for that. Holy crap, I'm blowing up here. You guys are hearing the little dings, dings, dings. All kinds of stuff going on. It's on Google Docs. Okay, cool. Gonna write it out. Okay, good. Okay, so Godriak the Decimator is gonna write out his story. Good. Just working it till 8. Oof. All right. Alright. So I'm giving this guy, the ninja of the party, a chance to explain his character. Because he's demonstrated to me that he's kind of going down towards that path of murder hobo-ness, and I'm hoping to dissuade him from that. I'm hoping to gently, like, by just having him develop a character, make him interested in, like, the world around him, that sort of thing. And again, part of it is my fault, because, you know, the games that we played so far, they've been in one town, and then they went directly into a really big dungeon. It's called the world's largest dungeon. Look it up sometime. And so, you know, I've been kind of running that. We've only done 2 sessions at this point. 2 or 3? I think 2. And you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm trying to get them to work together. That was like the first step, and I really had to heavy hand it on them because they were going in all different directions. So now that I have them in this dungeon, they have to kind of cooperate to survive. 9 new residents. Oh, cool. We're almost back up to 100% here. Perfect. And everything's on fire. Why is everything on fire? Why? I'll never understand. How do I... Okay, there we go. Alright. Worry about food, and everyone's unhappy. Cool. Everyone's unhappy, but at 98% happiness rating. I mean, come on. 101, oh, 101, so it's a 100, and that means that the 100, it's not a percentage scale. Oh, crap. Okay. Well, in that case, show happiness. It's all green. All green here. That's good, right? That's a good thing. Yeah. 102 happiness in the home. All right, cool. I mean, this is like a sizable town in and of itself. I mean, it's not, you know, a little village kind of thing. Obviously, it's a burgeoning town according to the game here. Let's see. Okay. I'm asking if the undead wizard guy has any family members, like brothers, sisters, that sort of thing. I want to know if there's anybody else that is related to him, because it sounds like he's kind of going with don't have any family. That's fine, totally fine to say that sort of thing or to have that as a backstory. I just want to know, because I need to know for the record, like, should I expect him to be like, yeah, by the way, I have a brother who, you know, I conveniently left out until now. Like, oh, okay, alright. That sort of thing. Okay, waiting for Godriak the Decimator's story. Okay. And we shall see. We shall see. Alright, I've got a lot of resources built up at this point, and the idle population is now healthy enough that I can build things. So we're going to clear out the rest of these trees here and just totally decimate this forest. It's going to be great. Click, click, click. Alright, I've got enough tools, actually, to get rid of the wall, or the rocks around this area, too. This is helpful. Perfect. And And then I can do one more, which actually should be that one. Is that not being built? Okay, it's not. So let's try again. Boop. These. Perfect. Things are going good. Getting rid of rocks, taking control of the landscape, and hopefully not getting invaded by more barbarians. Our city is full. That's totally fine by me. Okay. Okay, so he mentioned that his he still has family ties to his mother, the evil vampire queen lady or whatever. Trying to figure out the connection there a little bit, but you know, they said it was a supernatural event of some sort that, I don't know. It was an interesting story, if slightly grammatically difficult to comprehend for me while multitasking, but it is what it is. I'll go over it in more detail tonight and make sure that you know, I've got everything sorted out. I love how all the rock sources, they have these unusable rocks around them. It forces you to have to clear out the rocks. It's just interesting that it happens to work out that way. I'm also going to get rid of these ones here when I can, these two rocks, because I need to fill out this area. Jeez, they cut down that forest quick. Let's go with more trees chopping. Get rid of more trees. Gotta burn them all. Oh, well, I canceled that one and that one. I'm not seeing the squares anymore, apparently. Not properly, anyway. Chop, chop, chop. Keep on going. Look at all these people coming out here to chop wood for me. It's great. Okay. Alright, so I'm reiterating a question to another person now. The shaman is getting asked about friends and that sort of thing. You'll notice that a lot of these questions are going to be kind of more or less similar, bent in one way or another to fit the character. So I'm asking, like, you know, did you have any friends that stood out to you in one way or another? And how did they influence you? Okay. So we'll see what she comes up with for that. I'm excited about this one because she's done the best story so far. Alright. This is kind of fun. Again, the game is pretty much completely on autopilot when I'm doing the texting and that sort of thing, but that's the type of game this is. It's just something you kind of just can manage a little bit in the background. It's not as hands-on as Banished is. Banished, you have to actually like pay attention to the whole time if you want to survive. This one, I bounced back entirely, and I've been paying only half attention to everything. In fact, I might even be able to start stalking or manning some of these towers, you know, permanently. What burned down over there? Oh, nothing. Okay, wait, that's just boxes and stuff? Okay, alright. Cool. He's done. Good, I can get rid of that. Yes! Okay, now we can complete the wall. Nope, not a gate. I need a wall. Here. Perfect. So now that's completed. That means that they can't just land there and kill us all. I mean, not that they would. I kind of wish the barbarians showed up a little more frequently at this point, but I also really don't wish that they did that. So, you know, again, trying not to lose. Oh, it's because I had 2 libraries. That's why I have such a interesting circle or area of influence here. There's 2 of them. I forgot about that. Okay. All right. Well, we have widespread literacy in this thing. What do you want? Unhappy. Oh, they need a church. Fine, I will build them the greatest church that ever churched a church. Don't have enough supplies to do all this, unfortunately. It drives me crazy. I need more blacksmiths. That's I think next on my to-do list here. I have to figure out something about getting some more blacksmiths in here. Do I have an iron mine on this side of the island? I do not, so that's no good. I'll probably have to build it over here. I'll move the walls up a little bit then, or something. I don't know. Oh, I should probably build a gate here. Castle. Build a gate. Rotate. Whoopsie. Yeah, right there should do. And then we will demolish this wall here and expand it out this way instead. Just to kind of build enough room to make a second blacksmith, because that takes up 4 squares, unfortunately. Alright. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop, chop. Chopping, chop. There we go. Alright. Little tiny lake. Makes me think of the Hatchet, because the Hatchet had like an L-shaped lake in it. It's actually a really good story for those of you that have not read it yet. Most American students at least have to read it in like 5th grade or something. At least they did when I was in like 5th grade. So I don't know, maybe they've changed it. I know that teachers kind of have gotten a little screwy over the years, and now they're making you read like Twilight and stuff like that. Ugh. Ugh. But, you know, I cannot believe there are people that have to read Twilight. That drives me crazy. It's not that good of a book. It's not. I've read it. It's terrible, and it's also, there's so many things wrong with it, in terms of like creepiness and that sort of thing. It's terrible. It really is. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on Twilight. Okay, we're cleared out enough to build the wall further like that, and then I can get rid of these. There we go. And then we can build the blacksmith. Blacksmith? Blacksmith. Ah, there we go. Okay. And then face it, I don't know, like that. Is that okay? Where's the front door in this thing? Is that it? That's gotta be it. Oops. Come on. There we go. Alright, 2 blacksmiths, double the tools, and eventually arms, so we can have, you know, weapons and that sort of thing. You know, I don't want my people to be running around defenseless. Wouldn't dream of it. No, would not. Okay, how big is this church? No, that's huge. Okay, that's not a church either. That's also huge. Okay, so this can probably be built... I need it, like, here-ish. It needs to be, like, right where this stupid rock is. Because that covers all the inhabitants of the town at this point. Can I build it right there? Does that fit? That fits. I think that fits, actually. I'll build it right there as soon as they're done with that. Okay, that was loud. Alright. Yeah, I'm getting all kinds of requests here for Subnautica. People want me to do Subnautica. I know. And you know, this is not going to be a normal thing, by the way. If you guys are totally annoyed by this episode, do not blame you whatsoever. But ooh, wow, that was a lot of food that just suddenly got propped into my food bank thing. We're running low on it again, though, I noticed. We need to make a food thing or two here. It does not affect orchards. Okay, I need to make a windmill out here somewhere, like right here, probably. Wait, can I make the smaller farms there? Not fertile enough. Okay. And what does this do? Does it improve fertility of it? No, just productivity. Okay. So that means that I need it on tiles like these. Okay. Is there like just a nice little spot right there? That's pretty good, actually. I'll deal with that. That's good. And then I will put all the little bakers take wheat and charcoal. These guys are wheat farms, I'm assuming. Does it say what kind of food? No? Okay. Guess we'll find out. Put little farms around it. Like that. And then we need to build more houses, I think, too. That's done, so we can build a giant church right there, and that covers everybody. So that means that we're almost there. Alright. I'm gonna close this for a little while, long enough so that I can build another house or two. Why don't we build a manor somewhere? I want to build a really big house. Like, that's a pretty big house. It's a really big house. Too far away from roads, sire. Well, darn. I guess that does suck. I will build roads like this. Aha. Try to keep everything, you know, kosher here. And then that will connect everything to... The manor is now in the square. And where's the front door for that one? Right there? Okay, so I'll just have it facing that square. Yeah, perfect. Oh, love it. Alright. It's good. It's all good. Okay, that, yeah. Alright. More castle walls. I don't know how big I'm gonna make this. I think I'm just gonna build it out to the sea. Again, that's kind of the modus operandus here, trying to get everything to the ocean. Is that where I think it is? That's not. Oh, that's not. Well, okay. I guess I don't want trees right next to the walls either. Don't want any bad guys hiding in the woods. That's not what I want to do. I wanted to chop that. I didn't want to unchop it. There we go. Alright, so as long as I have people being brought into the world here, this is going to have... How many people? How many people does a manor hold? 25. Wow. Okay. I can probably redo this whole thing here to just be nothing but manors eventually, and that'll be really great as well for kind of maximizing productivity here. What's this? No money? Oh. Well, there. Now watches our unhappiness drops from 96 to 0. There it goes. 94. Already dropping. But we do need the money to run the libraries and things, and if they're not happy, then they lose their... Or, well, if they don't have money for the libraries, they lose everything, basically. Ugh. It's a weird balance I have to figure out. Knowledge is stored there. I feel like it's actually better to just not have my people literate. They're happy with just money. It's funny how that works. Alright. This is a cool town. I like it. I might even incorporate this into one of our adventures just because it's kind of neat. Let's see. Maybe I should have the charcoal kilns and stuff out there and I can fit another cottage here. I feel like they should be outside the town. I feel like fires start there pretty frequently. But, you know, what do I know? Those buildings are just always on fire. I should also replace these guys with the smaller houses, or the cottages. I'm liking the way this thing's turning out. It's pretty cool. Getting thorough enjoyment out of this. Oh, the light finally died. Oh, man, that lasted a long time. Whoops. How far into this stream? I can total up the time for it. Hour and 19 minutes, so it almost made it through every episode. Oh, man, that was really close. Okay, turn on the light. Where's my light? There we go. That's something. It's not quite the same now. I'm sure it looks dark by comparison, but whatever. You know, this is what I was using the whole time before, so that was really cool. It lasted a long time. Now I get to charge it and do it all over again. What I should do is try to just get it so it's connected to a wall outlet or something like that. I need to figure out the proper way to do that without frying it, because that would be terrible to have waited so long for it and just to fry it. You know what I mean? So, in fact, I wonder if I just... I knocked down the light too, so, you know, gotta try this out. See, there's the light. The actual light. Not the one, not the stunt double. Oh, jeez, that is still bright. Okay. That might work. Unfortunately, now these cables are all over the place, but kind of had it that way before. There! It's working. great. It's a little bright, actually. I'm gonna dim that slightly, just a little bit. Please dim. Nope, don't get brighter. That's brighter. It's... Ah, okay. Now it's just flashing at me. This is terrible. Come on. Go down. Drop, drop, drop. Okay. That's probably good. I got all these spots in my eyes now. I can't see. Urgh. Okay. Ah, Vikings are invading. Okay, are we ready for these guys? Probably not. I need to... do we have food stored? We do. Okay, so I can close all these. And I won't feel bad about it. Close, close, close. Here we go. Open. Get all these archer towers ready to go. Not that they're gonna make a difference. There we go. I heard them. They're over here, aren't they? Oh, same place as before, but this time, they have to go up and this way, probably, unless they can cross the water like they did last time. In which case, why is that closed? That needs to be open too. There we go. Alright. Fully manned. We're ready to go. Do I close this gate here? How does this work? The stone gate. Allows villagers to pass, but keeps enemies out. Okay, good. So I don't need to worry about that. I'm handling this the ordinary Kyle way. I'm gonna close that one and open this one. They're coming from that side, right? So it makes sense. Oh, I got a new message. Okay. Uh-oh. No! Don't burn my forest. The foresters. We took so long to find him. That was a really bad joke. I immediately regret that one. I'm not a comedian. That's what I'm learning today. Oh, snap. This is actually working out way better than it should, in my opinion. Wow, those big guys are pretty tough. But they can be killed. That's good. Alright, we've proven that. No, you ain't taking any of my people this time. Look at that. You guys are... I don't know why you're going around like that. That's really weird. Okay. Cool. Got it. We took care of him. I think that's it. Yes, we did it. Okay. The fire has claimed a forester. Oh, crap. Our foresters are all gone. Alright. Well, we're going to rebuild them. Industry foresters. So, we had one up here, I think. Must be near usable trees. Crap, did I... Oh, I've lost the ability to place it there because there's no trees around. Alright, so I'll just have to build that one there and then hope for the best. Time to close all these again. Alright, that actually worked reasonably well. That was really good. Okay. Oh, and you have to have gold to pay the soldiers. I did not realize that. Okay. Huh. Interesting. I can't reopen any of these mines or anything yet. I just need to open up the food sources, because we're running out of food again. There's gonna be some consequences. Okay, so those are all set. We're back to full employment here, but I need to increase the amount of people who are working, because we have some stuff that isn't active. Namely, I want to have a standing military. I think that would be really great to have something like that. And then also, I want to make sure that I have all these other things functioning. So, I don't have any money for rock removal yet, but we're working on it, right? People who are making my taxes really high. Tithes. Oh, what did I just do? Gladly accepts any donations. What'd that do? Oh. So I have to give money to these people, and if every time I reach 10, I can try and tie. Let's figure out what that does once I reach 10. Let's raise taxes substantially. There we go. Doubled our taxes. Doubled it overnight. Oh, it's terrible. Alright, so those buildings are all set. That means there shouldn't be any drain on the money now. There's still drain on money. I'm still at 0. Why am I at 0 again? Okay. Okay, so this is the shaman story continuing. In response to, did you have any friends or anybody in town that you were close with? I was mostly friends with the elders in town because I didn't connect easily with all the other kids, being a stranger and all. Okay. The rogue who trained me was my closest ally. He told grand stories of adventures and taught me to be brave and bold since I was pretty meek and bewildered when I turned up. My spirit animal, she has a spirit animal that's like a Pegasus or something, or like a unicorn. I forget. I don't know. It's a horse, I think. It's just a spiritual entity, so it's not like an actual unicorn. It's magical. That's even better, right? So it says here, my spirit animal might have turned out to be an osprey. Oh, it's an osprey? That's not a horse at all. Jeez, that's as far away from a horse as you can get, basically. Because he claimed that throughout his adventures, the same wild osprey would sometimes appear in the luckiest moments to get him out of trouble. Oh. I can use that in the story. This is year 73, holy crap. We're really old now, kings. Old kings. We're the oldest of old kings. Okay, I got enough money to tithe. Do it. The church thanks you for your donation. Wait, what? Did that do anything? Do it again. The church thanks you for your donation. What are they gonna do? So what are you gonna do with that money? Huh? Do we have something going on? Maybe? What do these guys need? They need neighbors and access to charcoal, so they need charcoal. Okay. That means I need to build more charcoal kilns somewhere. I see a spot for one. Right there. Perfect. Still don't have anybody to build it, or man it, for that matter. That's being built now, that's good. I'd like to see some trees out in this direction. That'd be good. Trees. Happy trees with happy people. That's flooding. That's flooding. That's not normal. This isn't your ordinary rainstorm. This is an advanced rainstorm. A Super Saiyan rainstorm. I kind of love and hate the clouds at the same time. Look at that. Fire. The road is just on fire. The road is on fire. How does that even work? Please tell me. It's good to know that I don't think I need a well right next to the ocean here, so I'm probably pretty good in, you know, certain areas around the coast here, but once you get a little further inland like this area, you definitely need some wells. Okay. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Finishing the walls, if possible. That's being built by people who I don't remember being free to build things, but okay, I'm not gonna question it. Don't question it, Kyle. Tithe. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. I don't know why I'm tithing. I don't know why I'm throwing so much money at the thing. You know, the church here. But I'm not even sure if it's doing anything other than maybe boosting happiness, but I really don't know. It says happiness and happiness 3 in radius, so you get 3 happiness for the radius. Alright, what's the advisor say now? It's taking too long. We have construction available. Everybody's saying the same things over and over and over again. They need to have new enemies, new concerns, because I mean I'm managing it now. Once I complete this wall, then it'll be safe, basically, to live in this city. Aside from fires and dragons who, you know, can go over the walls. So that negates the barbarians. I think the ballista towers are probably the thing that you use. Does it say anything about dragons? Long range, slow fire rate, high damage. Okay, range increases based on tower height. So, basically it sounds like you can take on dragons with those ballistas, and if you have enough of them, then on any, you know, area, then you should be able to handle them pretty handily. So there's that. Let's see. There we go. Oh, hey, Dr. Feelgood here. Sorry, I was watching a movie with my dad, but then my dad and Wilbur started arguing. Aw. We were rewatching what used to be my favorite movie when I was younger, Nausicaa. I don't know what Nausicaa is, but I've heard the title before. After rewatching it at an age I understand the plot, it has a powerful message, yet left a nostalgic feel to me because of how much I used to watch it when I was younger. The rain set the road on fire. As the Great Tower says, it just works. Indeed, it just works. I have no idea how that works. So, it just, it just works. It's a good explanation for anything, really. How does it do that? It just works. It just works. Alright, so the only area which I'm really vulnerable to attack is on this side at this point. So, I feel like they probably come from the side that is most vulnerable, because it seemed like the first time they came from this direction, that's because I only had like a little bit of stuff going on, if that. I didn't really have any walls or anything really built yet, and certainly no gate. And then they started showing it from this side, so I'm expecting eventually they'll come from this angle, which means I do need to finish that wall sooner rather than later. So I will start walling things in. Oop, I didn't mean to build that twice. There we go. Alright, keep going. We got plenty of stone. Trees! So many trees! Chop them all down. Just like in Terraria, just like in Minecraft, just like in pretty much any game that I've played on this channel, we chop down the trees. That's just a given. Trees are meant for us to chop down. Kyle, 2017. Take that, environmentalist groups. Anyway. So what new questions should I, ask? It's only, like, I've asked a few people some questions now, and I feel like I've pretty much ran the very shallow well dry with the murder hobo mage that doesn't really want to do anything except murder hobos or kill people for treasure. That's his thing. He wants to kill people for treasure. That's fine, I guess. I'll have to work in some experience that will tell him not to do that, because all he's doing is metagaming. And while he's playing, he's like, I think that's probably trap, man. And he's like saying things like that. Like, that's fine to a point, but when it's like he's telling everybody to look for traps and that sort of thing, and like telling people like how to run the dungeon, it's like, okay, what is your character actually up to here? So, yeah, it's sometimes bad things happen to characters. It's just gonna happen eventually, especially if you murder hobos. Okay, so now I'm asking the shaman, what is something her character greatly fears? I mean greatly, like, greatly. I'm gonna kind of throw that question around to some other people here. Knowing the person I'm talking to about the mining experience that he has, like, it's just, I feel like I gotta pull him aside and say, like, listen, you can do all this stuff, but just know that murder hobos don't have a good survival rate. They really don't, because they don't fit into society in any fashion. And if you're like a town and you keep hearing that, these people keep winding up dead, and you start going like, okay, wait, there's something going wrong here, it starts this whole investigation thing, and eventually you will find out that, such and such person saw some person who looked like this and went around and murdered a bunch of people for their items. So it's a matter of time, I think. Hospital. Oh yeah, we needed that, right? We needed a hospital, right, guys? So, oh, geez. Camera, what are you doing? Oh, stop. Okay, stop. So I think I should probably build the hospital, here, around here. If I build it here, that leaves just enough room to put another manor in there, satisfying the requirement for them to have neighbors. So that's the front of it then. Okay, there we go. And then I can fit something small over there too. So build that and build a manor. Boom! We have like a good, nice town square area here with a library, well, hospital, all this stuff come together. And I'm gonna tithe a bit more and see if that just boosts it. I think it just is a temporary boost towards happiness. Trending towards 83, yeah. So if I just keep doing it, hold on. Is it gonna say higher now? No, just 83. Okay, so that seems like a cap on it then. Okay. Well, I gotta go see it. I'll talk about the Nausicaa later on Discord. It has a wonderful music and plot. It was written by my favorite author, Hayao Miyazaki. Oh, Miyazaki! Oh, okay. So it's an anime. Okay, so then that probably makes sense why I've heard the title before. That's probably one of the more famous of his stories, too, then. Not, you know, like Howl's Moving Castle or like Princess Mononoke and that sort of thing. But a different one, like an earlier one, I think. So that's cool. That's, again, probably why I haven't watched it too. It's because I just haven't had a chance to go through all those movies of his. And legendary, you know, story maker. He really is, and very, very good stories too. Just slightly macabre, but that's okay though, especially compared to some of the other stuff we've got these days. So totally okay with that. All right. I think I have grown just satisfied enough and bored of this game that I'm going to leave it alone for a little while and come back to it when I feel like there's more to do. I want to see if this developer updates regularly, and if they do, and they create new content for it, then I will come back to it. But until then, I'm going to move on, partly because I think this live stream's been more or less a disaster, because trying to multitask is just not something I should have done. Oh, a dragon sighting. Perfect. This is great. Just what I needed. Alright, so we have enough food to quickly turn everybody into soldiers, so we'll do that real quick. Don't have enough money to pay them all, but, you know, that'll just have to happen. They'll just have to go without pay. Get out of there! All of you get out of there! Okay, turn these on. I wish there was a faster way to do this, but there isn't. As far as I know, there isn't. There we go. Okay. So is that scaring him away? Oh, hey, it's a little tiny one. It's a little teddy dragon. A tiny one. I mean, he still roars just as loud as the other dragons, but he's a small one, I think. What happens if I get him? Can I get him and then, like, he drops treasure or something? That'd be cool. Or he probably, knowing the amount of detail to this game, you know, not ragging on the developer or anything like that. It's probably just gonna disappear when he dies. So, if he dies, I don't think he even can at this point. I don't think I've got enough firepower. But all these people are dying of plague. Is that what it is? Plague? Sick with plague. Yep, all these people are sick with plague. Well, if you guys had finished the hospital like I asked, you wouldn't be sick right now, would you? Alright, so Dragon is giving up on his chase of our people, I guess. Nope, he's turning around. Alright, well, we'll see this through before I go. I think this would be a great multiplayer game, like a competitive game where you have to build like an economy and stuff to fight your enemy. I'd have to, the only thing you'd have to figure out is like the AI of how you get the people from A to B, you know. Maybe the soldiers or something like that have like a staging ground. You push a button and then they go and invade their nearest neighbor. So you don't necessarily have control over who you invade, which would be kind of cool, especially if there's more than 2 people. But hey, are you burning my foresters? That's not cool. Mean dragon. Come on, knock him down. Knock him out of the sky. Man, I really want you to just wail on him. Oh, God, he's running away. Alright. He's done now, but he's got to be done now. He's burned his stuff. All these people are rushing to go save him. Oh. No, he's going to go burn these guys now, because it wasn't enough to burn all the other people. Yeah, there you go. Nicely done. You're a jerk. Congrats, Dragon. You're a real jerk. 9 people have only 8 found satisfactory homes. Well, you know, right now I wouldn't find a satisfactory home here because it's actively under a dragon attack. That's not something you put in your real estate advertisement. You know, by the ocean, scenic views, near the forest and nature, has dragon attacks and Viking attacks. These are things you don't put on the papers there. What am I burning there or breaking? Okay, never mind. Well, he's leaving now for sure. This is it. He's gone. The fire has claimed the quarry. Ugh. Well, you guys suck. You guys suck at building things. So replace that, and I guess that's it. Someone died of old age. Alright. Well, that's all done. Okay, so this is where I'm going to leave it. We will continue this another time, and again, sorry for trying to multitask and that sort of thing, but it's just that deadlines and all this other stuff was getting in the way. So I thought maybe you guys would have some fun just kind of hearing their backstories and that sort of thing, because especially with this kind of game, I feel like just kind of narrating and announcing like you're a sportscaster or something like that, what's happening actively, only goes so far. It gets pretty annoying after a while, so I felt like just putting some random stuff in there. So if this worked out, if people liked it, leave a comment or something and tell me. If not, I won't do it again. So anyway, gosh, that music, it just gets aggressive as soon as I tab out of it. It's like trying to tell me come back. No, I don't want to. Hold on. You see, as soon as you take the menu out, okay. Interesting. Just quit. Just quit. Okay. So, I'm going to end the episode with the final. This is the last one, by the way, you guys. Teapot of Fortunes. And, well, let's try that again. I gotta make it a little more dramatic. Like an actual, like, drop. Like, there we go. Now that's a good drop. That I've done it every time. That was, like, the most wimpy one I did before. So, this is the Teapot of Fortunes. The way this works is I pull this last fortune out. And then we, read it and apply it to the game that we just played and see how it kind of works out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yesterday was pretty good. Not so much today, I'm guessing. It says learn Chinese. Oh, no, wait. Fried chicken? Zaji. Zaji? Fried chicken? Oh, that's just like a thing on the back. Okay. Alright, it says here. Soon, your old friends will remind you of your forgotten childhood joys. Well, again, the camera's a little low. Oh, look, my laundry hamper. That's why it's low. No, don't worry about that. I'm not ashamed of having a laundry hamper. For this one, that would apply to all the stuff I was talking to outside of the game. This, in and of itself, while not an old friend, definitely kind of brings back the joys of playing games like Majesty, which, if I can find a copy of that, I will play that for you guys. The original Majesty, not the second one where it was just such a... I think it was BioWare that did it. Or not BioWare. What's that game or that company that's just notorious for ruining franchises? EA. I think EA made that one, and they just totally ruined it. It was terrible. And now that, of course, obviously they probably patched it and reworked it and stuff since then. But... EA has such a bad reputation for taking good games and then just totally ruining them. Anyway, so, yeah, it kind of reminds me of all those older games that I played, and I want to start doing some of those ones, to kind of bring out some of the stuff that I personally really loved when I was a kid, and sharing that with you guys. But I also know that I kind of have more or less an obligation to, because I started the series, periodically bring back Subnautica and Skyrim. So I think tomorrow I'm going to do Skyrim. I think that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Assuming, I mean, it's going to be a late stream, just because I know of what I got to do tomorrow. So it'll probably start at no earlier than 9, if that. I might not even be able to do a stream tomorrow. We'll see. Here's the thing. From now on, you guys can check out the Twitter account for AdventureKyles to see if I'm going to stream or not. I'm gonna put it on Twitter every day whether or not I'm streaming, and it's not going to have like the hashtags and the links in it like it always does. because I know my Twitter is nothing but like links to the live streams and stuff. I get that. But you guys can check from now on there, and I will post daily. I will make it a thing, a responsibility of mine to post there daily, so that you guys can check to see if I'm actually going to stream, so you don't sit around and wait to see if it's going to happen. So official announcement, okay, guys? That's just how it's going to be. So look for me to post somewhere between probably 6 and 7 p.m. tomorrow. I'll try to make it that time every day if I can. Whether or not I'm going to make it to stream, and if so, what time I expect to. So those are the two things I'm going to put up there. Just yes or no and time. And then you guys can follow the links and stuff like that when I actually post it up. So the actual stream itself. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and for kind of bearing through this kind of weird episode that we did here. I feel like now that the Teapot of Fortunes is gone, I need to start changing up a few things about this stream. And I was testing out this as one of the things I could do, like just kind of doing Dungeons and Dragons stuff, because I really do enjoy that kind of thing, like making stories and DMing and you know, playing the game and that sort of thing. I was going to do Tabletop Simulator originally, and then I realized that I don't have any like experience with it yet, so I should probably learn how to use it properly before I do any of that. And then also putting out adventures, actual adventures that I've been on physically, real adventures, not games. So I'm going to start doing that stuff, and you know, trying to catch up on a few of the things that I made promises on, namely the 100 subscriber thank you video, which has just been taking forever, because I'm just not happy with the takes, and then I go days at a time without thinking about it, and then it comes back and I go, oh yeah, I gotta do that again. And so I'm like, ugh. Every time I come back to it, I have to go like, okay, where was I, where did I leave off? And I kind of look through it and go like, okay, which what did I do, what haven't I done? So I need to just make it a concerted effort at this point. So anyway, thanks again, you guys, and I really do appreciate it. It's been a really fun ride so far, and I hope that we can take this somewhere. And you know, if not, then we just have fun while we're doing it, right? So thank you guys again, and for like the 5th time, and until next time, go and have your own adventure. Bye. Where's the button? Ooh. Nope, that's not it. There it is. Bye. Bye.